Hey guys, I'm back and welcome to another exciting, hopefully exciting episode of Toys in My Closet. It's your host, me, Hebot, and this video is one that I've been trying to do for some time. I've seen a lot of people put these up, but this one I'm going to dedicate to my brother from another country over there in the UK, my boy, Black Spartan. Sorry, Spartan. I'm going to dedicate it to him because I know he's a big Dragon Ball Z fan. And this here, as you guys can see, I have wave 1 and 2 of the first new line of by Bandai called the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star 6-inch collection. For as you can see, and I have here wave, in not in waves chronologically, but put together, which I have Goku here and Vegeta, Ruth. As you see here, I have Frieza. I have Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta, and then the builder figure was the dragon. I forget the name of the dragon. I think it's called Shaolin. I'm not really sure. Anyway, it was brought up to my attention by my friend, shout outs to him, Jorge, that some of these figures here are not in scale, which means that the actual figures themselves are not in scale based on what you see in the Japanese anime of Dragon Ball Z and all their series. And then in the far back, if you notice, which I'll get to hopefully as well, just to give you a small comparison, I have 2 boxes of Dragon Ball Z Bandai model kits. I have the Perfect Cell and I have Android 17, which I also picked up and dived in because I got over the Christmas holiday, which was, Black Friday, had a really good sale in Barnes and Nobles, and I believe it or not, I got both of those figures for $15 each one, 15 and 15, and they're normally $30 to $35. So I picked them up to see how they were, and I wanted to show you the differences from these that are actually figures that come already built and ready to go, like action figures, and the model kits that turn into figures based on you building them and how they compare in sizes and in comparing quality and differences. So I hope you like the video. Big shout outs to my boy Black Spartan. Black Spartan, I hope you like this. This is dedicated to you, my brother. And we'll go from figure to figure. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. So stay here with me. Give me a second. I'll be right back. So guys, we'll start off here with Goku. Now, first and foremost, I want to say, I know there's going to be people that's going to see my video and say, oh my God, this guy's a freaking hypocrite. Because I've been already on record in other videos and things that I've done saying that I'm not really a Dragon Ball Z fan of the anime, right? But as you guys all know, I love collecting figures. And some of the designs on these characters I think are cool, and some I think are kind of too weird and not really that cool. But since I'm a completist and completionist, when it comes to lines, when I pick them up and I start collecting them, I kind of feel like I have to buy all the figures in the series one by one, little by little, until I have the complete set, because then it would kind of bother me. And that's more of a personal thing, and matter, because there's people that can just collect for cherry picking, and that's fine. So we'll start here with Goku. Now, this line was created as an affordable line. They're fully articulated. They have about at least 20 to 26 points of articulation, as you can see. They're very nice painted. The sculpt in the face is very anime-like style from the anime itself, as you can see. They're very nice. Here's Goku in his regular form. The only thing is missing some type of detail, like the symbol he wears here and the symbol that goes in the back like it's a Chinese engraving or lettering. I don't know what it means. So forgive me for that for the fans. The figures are about an inch in size. They're about 6 inch, 5.5. I think some may be bigger than others, but not a big difference. The packaging is really nice. I don't have none of the packagings because I kind of just threw them out because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them long term, and plus I'm running out of space really. The paint job is really well done. The color on them and the paintwork is very matte finished on most of these areas. Here on the orange has kind of a little sheen to it, but not overly done. So again, we have ball head is on a ball joint, goes left and right, up and down somewhat, about this much and this much. This much up, this much down. Then we have, a shoulder joint that's cut right here in within the actual clothes. It goes up. There's a swivel here on the upper bicep of the shoulder. Then we have a double hinge, single joint, but double hinge. And then we have obviously the hand joints, which you see here. And it comes, they have some type of form. See, they came out. It's a peg. You just plug it in. It goes down, goes up, or if you move the ball joint in this direction, it'll come in, and then it'll go out that much, And then you have a swivel here in the torso, and then you have a swivel here in the upper thigh of the leg, or the upper part of the leg. A single double hinge in the knees, which they cover really nice with the detail and the sculpting. And then the boots, of course, you have just a regular up and down kind of hinge on the foot, and left and right, no rotation. But they're pretty easy to pose, and not really too difficult. So basically, what I'm saying is they serve their purpose. They look really nice to sculpt. I know there's other lines out there, like the one behind me, like the model kits, which a lot of people really praise. And I also know they have, things like the SH Figure Arts. But the SH Figure Arts give you more higher quality with more detail. But I think the difference in price is too amplified, if you will, right? It's too big of a price difference to really invest heavily. And in that case, you probably have to cherry pick a lot more. So something like this, for beginners or for just people that like Dragon Ball in general, want to buy a nice little figure in the Dragon Ball universe because you're fans, is more affordable, and I think it makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad that Bandai has done 3 levels of figures in their roster. They have the model kits, which are in the $30, $35 range. They have these Dragon Star, Super Dragon Star, Dragon Ball series, which are more of a high quality, but more affordable line. And then they have the SH Figure Arts license, higher quality line, with more accessories and more details and paint apps and things like that. And comes with stands and stuff like that. So they're definitely worth it, but they're in like about the $50 and $60 range. So here's Goku. He comes particularly with hands too. He came with 2 interchangeable hands, and they came with a piece to form the dragon that is there. And here we have Vegeta. So I'll kind of run through these a little faster because you already seen they all have the same articulation. But we're here with Vegeta. You see he has this classic style costume. Great sculpt on the face. They even have lining to underline their grunts and their bags under their eyes. Very Japanese anime style. The sculpting in the hair is really, really well done. Paint apps are really nice. He has nice yellow with the white and that nice blue. He comes also with the blue pants and the crotch area, same type for articulation. And his boots with the yellow classic tips on his boots. Very nice. So this is Vegeta. And he comes with an extra set of hands too, closed fist. And obviously the ones I just showed you guys, which are the open hands, so that he can do his either his Kamehameha or whatever powers that he does. Again, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bastardize this. I just don't know Dragon Ball very well. And from there, we'll move on to Goku in Super Saiyan mode, or Super Saiyan mode. I think it's Sayan. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Also very nice. And what they did is they did make the hair very, Very nice sheen. Almost looks like crystallized. Very nice sheen color. Very nice grunt and expression in his face. Too bad these don't come with extra interchangeable heads. It would have been nice. And the orange, I don't know if it's like that in the cartoon, is of a lighter orange with the same details in the blue. In the hands, they have, the hand, like the bandana in the hands, and then obviously the boots are the same. Very nice. This is Goku in Super Saiyan mode, and in the back as well. Again, missing the details of that inscription and writing in Japanese that I guess it means something or says something. I'm not really sure. And he comes with 2 interchangeable closed fists as well, and a piece for the Build-A-Figure, which in this case is the dragon. Then we have, again, Vegeta, as you can see, with Super Saiyan mode. And you see here also the nice sheen kind of color that they used for the paint job, the yellow on his hair, nice sculpted. Looks almost like crystal. Even his eyebrows have the same paint deco. See the frown there in the middle? So you can see, and then the little highlight of their little smirk in their mouth. Nice detailing. Really nice, accurate depiction of the characters. Very nice. The yellow again. And also with his blue, you might not be able to tell in the camera, but for some reason his blue is a little bit lighter, and his in regular form is a little bit darker, and even the yellow is kind of like a different tone. I don't know if that's because they changed from different, or just to make it look a little bit different, because really this is just the same figure, just with a different paint application. But in the anime, it's actually them in a different form with their powers, and they get stronger. And again, they split in the middle, same articulation, same boots, same thing. Very nice. With also interchangeable hands, as like so here, that I was trying to show you guys here. And now we'll move on to a little bit of a breath of fresh air because of a different character. This is Ruth or Beerith. He almost looks like an Egyptian, I want to say Chihuahua. That's what it looks like to me, with the Egyptian, deco. Very nicely done. Matte finish with a little bit of sheen. Very detailed. Nice sculpting. Look at that face. He looks like he's angry, like a little Chihuahua. He even has the earring in his ears, upper top. He got the sculpting on his bicep and the, armor pieces here on his wrist in gold. Very nice, a strap around his belt. Almost looks like a Japanese belt, but it's not. It still holds the, the front scarf. And his boots, look, he has the purple, what you would call it, I guess, socks. Brown boots, same type of articulation with these nice ankle, I would say band-aids or ankle bracelets in gold as well. Paint job is very well. And he's got an articulated tail. Very nice. You can put it up or down. Goes in circles or on the side. Really cool. And his back sculpting. You see the details. It's nice and matte. Finished with a little bit of sheen in the gold areas particularly. Very nice. Probably one of my favorite figures so far in design and aesthetics. And he also came with a pair of hands, as you see there. And he came with a piece of, the dragon, a Build-A-Figure. And last but not least, we have here probably my favorite one of all. But for some reason, since he has this nice double articulated tail in the back, he's kind of top heavy. He has a big noggin in his head. This is Frieza. Beautiful wash. It's almost like a pearlescent white with a nice wash. Beautiful hand-drawn or hand-painted. The paint jobs and applications are really nicely done. There's no spreading or coming out or splashes or smudges. Has it in his arm here, on his shoulder. the center of his chest, and then he has that finger that, for what I understand, even has a little bit of fingernail painting on it to give it an extra detail. And then his feet. He has like an alien look to him, but my friend told me that with his finger, when he lifts it up and he points it up, he can destroy planets. That he's that powerful. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's an exaggeration from my part, but that's what he told me. I was like, are you serious? That's crazy. And as you can see, you see the gray washes. It's like a light blue, bluish gray washes in all these areas, as you can see. I don't know if they come in well. They're brushed right on. Very, very nice. And then a lot of depth to the figure and the look. It looks really, really nice. Probably my favorite figure so far in design as well, with Beerus or Beerus. And forgive me if I'm bastardizing their names. I mean no disrespect. I just am not a real hardcore Dragon Ball fan. This is the first time I dive in to collect the figures, trying to familiarize myself with the characters, because I think, the figures are pretty cool and they're affordable, so I took in the dive. So we're going to take a quick pause, and then I'm going to try to compare it and show you the differences with the model kits that I have. Okay, so give me a sec. Really quick, guys, I forgot to mention, before I took the pause, Frieza also comes with these interchangeable hands. He has 5. He has 2 closed fists, 1 open, and then the pointed finger, and another open for the right and left. So, all painted as well. Be right back. Okay, now, real quick too, before I go into the model kits, this is what the Build-A-Figure dragon, which is called Shaolin or Shaolin, looks like. For what I understand, I also heard this is nowhere near in scale. I heard that he's just humongous compared to this, but it's nice. It's really well done. It's very accurate to the character. It comes with this really nice base stand where you can put them on, and it even tabs on over here and over here. So that's the Build-A-Figure that comes with these Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star series figures. So I wanted to just show you guys that real quick. So again, here we go. Let's jump into these model kits real quick. So I'm gonna start off with Android 17, and I gotta tell you, these are model kits that you build, and there's the box, as you can see, and it also shows a picture of Android 18, and they're also by Bandai, right here, Bandai Namco. This is the name. Information is, I guess, one of the backers behind these, and then it says Dragon Ball Z. I gotta tell you, I almost like these better than the ones that are being done by the Dragon Star series, because they just look really, really aesthetically. They look really, really nice, like really, really detailed, and they're fully articulated. And the thing is, the fact that you can build them. I'm trying to get it to focus. Focus. There we go. You see? Look how nice. And this is not this is all stuff that you build. And what I like is the orange is all the matte finishing on the figures. They all look nice and matte color. There's no real like you see, like it looks like a sheen, but it really isn't. It's more of a matte finish. And I really like that. I like all my figures when the paint job looks matte. You see? Has the holster, then you put a little bit of like stickers, the orange scarf, the little gun in the hand, which you could also put away in here. The green socks, his little boots, if you will, or sneakers, if you will. Yeah, there you go. And they're great. Look, they have really nice range of articulation. They split, they move, same thing. I would say they have about the same amount of articulation, if not more, because he got an upper torso and a waist swivel. You don't have that in the other ones. The shoulder, the hand, the upper bicep area, a single one on the joint, on the elbow. The hands, they move on a ball joint, left up and down. They don't come in and out, but you can put it in different positions. But it's not as much the range, these pop out and pop right in. And then the head, is in a ball joint. You can move it in a lot of directions. They feel hollow, but they don't feel cheap, if that makes any sense. Like, they don't feel cheap. The paint job is really nice for the pieces. The plastic feels really good. And they don't feel cheap. Like I said, they look and they feel hollow, but they also feel solid. Look, he has like the skin showing with the tear there on his thing. They stand very well, and you can also buy separate stands for them. And this one came with a blaster that you can put coming out of his hands with the stand that you put the blaster on that you build. Really nice translucent plastic all around on the stand itself. And on the yellow piece here, as you see. And also here, this really big green projectile reflector. Almost looks like when he blasts somebody, you put it in front of him as it shows. And it looks like it's him spreading out his powers. Wow! So Android 17, I really like a lot. And because I tried it on, bought them, I think I'm going to buy maybe a couple more. Even maybe from the ones I already own from the Dragon Star series. Just to see how much better they look. Or you picked, he brought this extra head right here. There you go. There you go, head. The extra belt so that you can put the stand on. And these are stickers I did by myself. They just come with a minimal amount of stickers. They're kind of small, so they're hard to put on, but another open hand and 2 palms. So you got 2 sets of hands. And then you got his over here, the pistol hand to hold the pistol. So he comes with a nice amount of accessories. And the regular price for these guys are $29.99. Sometimes maybe they'll be $35.99, depending where you get them. And then the artwork on the box are phenomenal. They're really, really nice. There's those boxes that you used to have with the model car kits from back in the day. You just slide them up and then pop them in. Comes with instructions. Really nice. Really easy. You probably take about 45 minutes to build. But it's so much fun, you don't really care. And so here we'll go over and pan the camera over. And here it is, Perfect Cell. Now for me, Perfect Cell is one of the most interesting characters so far from the Dragon Ball universe. I have him posed. See how I have him posed? He's literally standing in this one leg. And because they're not really that heavy, he stands with literally, without that people, he stands really with no problem whatsoever. Because of the fact that they're kind of hollow. But they're really posable. He's awesome. And his joints are really tight. It's just some pieces that he has that come out and seem like they might have a little bit of problem. And for me, his hands, like his fist, kind of feel too big. That's my only gripe with him. Gentlemen, they feel like they're too big for his hands. But the detail that's all based on the plastic, as you can see. Look at his face. Oh my God, this is amazing. You see? It looks really, really good. And then you go to the back, you turn, and he has the wings. And he has that bee-like buzz thing, I guess, because he's like almost like a bee character, I guess. He looks really, really good and really, really nice. He comes with this extra head right here that you can swap out, as you can see. And he comes with these 2 hands to form like he's projectiling this translucent ball piece with one of his powers. And he comes with another projectile that you could also do in translucent blue, very nice, with the stand as well in clear plastic. And there goes the artwork. Very, very beautiful. So for me, putting these next to each other side by side, based on the quality that you're getting, This is all. These would also be a very good option, in my opinion, for collectors. It all depends on which one you would want to have, because these are just as nice as the other ones, but give you more range of articulation. The fact that you can build them, the paint work is always going to be excellent because it comes individualized as plastic pieces, and they're more in scale. Like, I think they're an accurate scale for every character. And they're not that expensive. They're more, maybe $15 more, $10 more, depending on the figure. And I think it's in a case to case basis. So I would highly recommend these. These are a nice way to go as well if you don't want to do the SH figure arts. So guys, there's are my reviews based on the Super Dragon Ball Dragon Star series and the Dragon Ball Z Bandai Model Kit series. These are my first two. I hope to get some more in the future. So you guys just leave a comment, like, share the video, and I'll try to do more of these because, like I said, these are related with anime and pop culture and video games, which I love. Which right now, in the eve of the release of Dragon Ball Z's Fighter Z, which looks incredible on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation and the Xbox One, it's good times for all Dragon Ball fighters or Dragon Ball fans in general. So I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope I didn't bastardize it for you hardcore fans, because I know I don't know a lot of details and maybe I said something wrong, but correct me if I am wrong in the comments. I take all types of advice and criticism. Constructive criticism is always good. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you, and big shout outs again to Black Spartan. I hope you like it, brother. See you guys soon. I'll be back with some more video game Play Arts Guides reviews. Hopefully Hitman, Halo, Deus Ex, Devil May Cry, Tomb Raider, Drake, just to name a few. So I hope you guys like it. I'm looking forward to do those. See you soon, guys.